The madness is officially underway as Ohio hosted Cleveland State in the first round of the CollegeInsider.com tournament. A back-and-forth battle came down to the final 5 seconds as Ohio prevailed 64-62. In the dog days of the softball season, the Ohio Bobcats swept the Canisius Golden Griffins, winning 2 games Saturday afternoon. Speaking of dog days, it was bark at the park and the Pooches were out to play. Boy, did they need to step up tonight. Facing the best offense that they have seen all season in the Sheridan Generals, they were sure to be put to the test. Well, as long as we're in the kitchen, we may as well throw it back to MTV Cribs and take a look inside the fridge. So, Molly, what do we have?
All right, let's take a look.
It was senior night at Maysville, and the emotions were just flowing. The crowd was electric, and I'm not just talking about those Philo fans. With the game between these two teams last year being separated by only 1 point, I had a feeling that tonight's game would be another close matchup. Austin Jones, Austin Jones, Austin Jones. I can't say it enough. He had 31 attempts, 268 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Josh, I told you earlier in the week, he is the dog of the Scotties, and boy was he Friday nights.
Colin, this Knowlesville York team, they're losing a lot of starters and a lot of players for next season.
Well, Grant, they're losing 3 of their top 4 scorers in Jacob Blake, Mark Carter, and Clint Handa. Now, that's 27 points per game that they're going to have to make up. What's really special about him is his defense. 14 tackles tonight. He had a forced fumble, a sack, 2 tackles for a loss. He led the Scotty defense on the year with 54.5 tackles through the first 10 games. Today we're at the Courtyard by Marriott in Hamilton, Ohio because it's game day and the Ohio Bobcats are taking on the Miami Redhawks. Match time is at 5 p.m. tonight, but Rise and Shine is at 8:30. So what do the Bobcats do for 8.5 hours? Or more specifically, what does Coach Tice do?
And I'm now joined by TVC Ohio reporter Colin Brown.
And Keith, you said to grab a plate, so it's a good thing that I grabbed my fork and knife. Sarah, I agree, because that definitely adds to the depth of the team. There's about 6 girls that I can think of who you can surely go to for a kill, as well as they're stacked across the back row. Coach Tice always says that a team will key in on something, and that's what they're going to stop. You have to find other ways to score. Colt Adams, through the first 4 games, has 52 passes. Tonight, 25 attempts. Then Alex Mount, the freshman running back, leads the league with 144 yards per game. Tonight, held to just 50. With their 3rd straight sweep of the weekend, the Bobcats defeated the Eastern Michigan Eagles and are your 2013 MAC tournament champions. Athens averages 58 points per game, and then Tri-Valley over 40 points per game. Both teams have great rushing attacks and are balanced with the ability to throw the football. So tonight featured 2 Gridiron Glory Titans clashing in an epic game of the week. The last time Ohio defeated Ball State in the first round of the MAC tournament was in 2010 when the Bobcats went on to win the tournament championship. I'm just saying. Cats return to action at 6:30 on Wednesday in the second round of the MAC tournament. They'll have a familiar foe in the Miami Redhawks. For WOUB Sports, I'm Colin Brown.
Peter definitely fits in with our team. I mean, he's a goofball. I mean, if you know our team, we're all like kind of goofy.
He always has a smile on his face. He always turns it into a joke, and that's what keeps us going, I guess, too. It makes us happy and have fun, more fun in practice.
Meet Peter Netasinga, Ohio Volleyball's volunteer assistant coach.
I like playing with the girls. I like the way they fight. That's the kind of athlete, that's the kind of volleyball player I like to be, and I thought I am, and it's easy to play with them.
Every year we try and hire a volunteer who wants to become a full-time coach, and then we try to help them find a full-time job.
Netasinga graduated from the University of Wisconsin in 2012, but he and Tice met a few years ago at a setting camp in Texas, where Tice left a stinging impression.
We were playing beach volleyball outside on campus, and Tice got bit by a bug that he's allergic to.
I got stung by a bee and went into anaphylactic shock.
So we had to stab him in the leg with his EpiPen, get him to the hospital. And so I like to tell everyone that I got this job because I saved Tice's life.
Or maybe it's because of his talents on the court.
I can put the ball in different spots, I can hit it at different speeds, I hit on the way up, I hit on the way down, and that's tough for them to defend, which is why I challenge them to do that.
He's a really good coach that can hit hard at us, especially for the defenders.
He gives good feedback, he has a nice presence in the gym, and so that impact is helping us.
He is also of help off of the court as a liaison. Netasinga is only 23 years old and a similar age to the Lady Cats.
It makes it really fun to work with him, but at the same time he knows a lot about volleyball and what he's doing.
It's nice to have that point of view and be able to relate to what they're going through because I just finished school as well. And and understand that. It's helpful for hopefully the coaches to have me as kind of the intermediary.
Halfway through the season, he's enjoying his time here in Athens.
I'm glad to be here. Ohio's great, and go Bobcats.
One team scored 8 goals during this World Cup. The other scored 7 in their last game alone. Those numbers may make it seem like today's final between Argentina and Germany would be lopsided, but these are two of the world's finest. And today they put on a spectacular show in a dramatic final to this outstanding World Cup. Near the end of the first half, Germany comes so close to scoring the first goal, the header going off the post. So scoreless at the half. Beginning of the second, great chance for Argentina's Lionel Messi shot, though it goes just wide of the frame. This one goes to extra time, and the 113th minute, Germany finally breaks through. Mario Götze. Oh, that's a nice goal for the 22-year-old, and that is also the game winner as Germany wins their first World Cup since 1990. Among the thousands of fans on hand at the match was LeBron James as a guest of FIFA. Last night, LeBron took some time to meet some kids in Rio de Janeiro and talk some soccer as well as some basketball. Been a busy few days for LeBron, who on Friday made the big decision to return home to Northeast Ohio to play for the Cavaliers, a decision he is at peace with.
I think it's an exciting time for myself. You know, it's a place that I'll, be home, be able to represent for the family and my friends and those fans. And it gives me an opportunity to reunite with one of my favorite teammates, Anderson Varejao.
Meanwhile, the NBA free agency fund continues. Among the notable signings in the past 24 hours, Carmelo Anthony stays with the Knicks. The Heat get Luol Deng to replace LeBron. Paul Pierce goes to Washington, and Pau Gasol to play in Chicago. You can no longer call Alfredo Simon an all-star snub. Today, Simon was selected as a replacement for his teammate Johnny Cueto to the National League team. Makes sense considering Simon is tied for the league lead in wins with 12. Cueto can't pitch in the game because he pitched today in the series finale against the Pirates. Second inning, Reds strike first, and it's the newbie, Christopher Negron, with a 3-run blast, his first Major League homer, and his 3-0 Reds. Fast forward to the 6th inning, Reds only up 4-3, and the Todd father, Todd Frazier, a 2-run homer, getting ready for the home run derby tomorrow night. The Reds take the game 6-3 and take 2 out of 3 from the Buccos. And the Indians trying to win the series versus the White Sox. Trevor Bauer, 7 shutout innings, but in the 8th, Brian Shaw gives up 2 to the White Sox, Jason Kipnis. That's a mistake there underneath the glove, so the Tribe needing a comeback. Bottom the 8th, Yan Gomes at the dish, and the Yanable delivers. Opposite field shot to give the Indians the lead. And Cody Allen closed the door in the 9th with the Tribe win 3-2, now 47-47, heading into the All-Star break. In NASCAR racing in New Hampshire, and a little history made today as Brad Keselowski takes the checkered flag. He becomes the first driver to win both the nationwide race and the Sprint Cup race in the same weekend. And good news, Keselowski celebrated this win this time without breaking the bottle of champagne. Golf is not an easy sport, and lots of people attest to that, myself included. And it's even harder while rehabbing an Achilles injury. For proof of that, I give you Beanie Wells on the first tee from yesterday's Blue Jackets golf outing benefiting Brady Quinn's Third and Goal Foundation.
Practice man. Practice swing. Hey, you trying to kill it? Bro, you trying to kill it? It's gonna be a long day.
Matt, it's been a while since you and I played golf, but I mean, your swing, I don't know, not too much better than Beanie's.
I hit the ball at least on the second try, not the third.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a pretty bad attempt there.
Yeah.
Achilles or not.
Final check of the forecast after this.